Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mabimpressions. Today we're going to be talking about Dark Quest board game. This game comes out May 4th, 2022. This game is going to be launching in early access. I'm going to try to answer what is the game, what do I think about it, and is it worth your time and money. I want to thank the devs and publishers BrainSeal Ltd for the review copy. However, all thoughts will be my own. This game is a roguelike dungeon crawler, turn-based deck building fantasy game. It's a single player game, Steam achievements, Steam Cloud, and basically this game is one without meta progression. The only thing that is permanent is when you unlock new characters. So how this game works is you take control of a party of 4 characters that you're going to be picking before each and every run. So you have different classes, all with their pros and cons. You have the warriors classes, you have the mages, you have the priest-ish characters, and they all have specific cards. So if you pick the lady class, whenever you upgrade each class, you can always get a certain amount of skills from them and continue that way. So how it works is, once you get your party, you're going to be drawing cards and cards and cards and getting through the next biome. It's pretty random, and I have the statistics here right now. There's 8 heroes. I've unlocked 7 of them, and there's 60 different monster types and procedurally generated adventures in combat, which is pretty much it. So every time, well, at the beginning of the game, it really helps you out because you draw a party card, which is a passive buff. Maybe you get more gold throughout the whole run. You get an equipment card. Every character can hold up to 5. Each equipment can give you different sorts of attacks or stat buffs, like, oh, perception up by 2, or strength up, or even like, oh, when you do ability damage, plus 0 to 1 damage, etc. And the combat, let's quickly talk about the combat. It's grid based, so you're drawing cards, managing, and then the grid based combat. When you're prompted to do battle, you have all of your 4 characters with their health. There's no max health. Whenever you gain health, it just keeps going up. If a character goes to 0 health, they die. However, there are certain events where they can come back, so if you survive long enough, you can bring them back. So it's going to be one at a time, basically. I don't know, it's completely, I feel like it's random on who goes first, either the enemies or you, but when it's your turn, you get to choose one of your characters, anyone, doesn't matter their speed, and then you get to do an action, and then the enemy goes. You can always see which enemy is coming up next, so you can plan accordingly, maybe kill them or block them off to mess them up. So you have a secondary action which can be played fast and before your main action, and that ends your turn. You can do stuff like attacking an enemy and walking behind them. This game is really weird with placement. It doesn't matter too much. You can always sprint across the field in one turn, or if you're an archer, you can shoot and move all the way at the end, but once again, it doesn't matter because the enemy can attack you. Now, in the tutorial, the game tells you that, oh, all the AI, they have all these certain abilities or all these certain preferences, like, oh, maybe this guy always attacks the lowest minion or the lowest health hero. This one always attacks the closest one, etc. I don't know if it's applied to every single monster, like it's random, or if each specific model of a monster has that sort of AI and built into it. If it's the latter, then good, that's how it should be. If it's completely random, that sucks, but I feel like it's random. I really do. So you fight them and you just win. You have flanking, you have basic healing and buffs and stuff like that. So that's it. So the roguelike experience is you keep going till you win or you die. Now, I got pretty far. I got to like the 3rd biome, and the game is pretty fast. I would say a run, if you don't die right away, would maybe be around half an hour to an hour and a half. And once again, there's no meta progression. You just go in, try your luck, and you win or you die. A lot of the different biomes, I think it's like a certain amount of cards before each biome, but each card in that specific set in the biome is completely different. You have like a lot of ones where you're going to be rolling dice. You're going to be drawing trap cards that randomly chooses a hero, and then you roll a dice, and depending on your speed or something, like, oh, roll a perception check. If you roll 9 to 10, it's a freaking 1 to 10 dice. I don't know why it's not a d20 dice, especially when you have these bonuses, because everyone has perception and strength and stuff. Your whole party stats get added together somewhat in a little formula, and then it should get added to it. I don't know why it's not a d20, but basically you roll that, and then if you successfully do it, you dodge it, you draw another card. I got like weird luck where sometimes it would be like 3 traps in a row on the same character, and maybe sometimes you just roll a lot of them or not, and you fail. The game has some sort of mercy dice. Depending on how far you are in the game, you can get more dice to help you re-roll, but basically you're at the mercy of the game. It is very, very heavy RNG, and not a lot of people are going to like that. I think this is one of those games where you just don't take too seriously. You just go in and just have fun, see what you roll. So it says there's 50 combat cards ranging from spells, weapons, potions, and equipment. You can also use potions. Everyone can use that. The unique art world that feels and plays like a board game. I do have to give them that, though. The game looks great. I love all of the arts, and the tiles are good. It looks good. What does kind of suck right now is there's not a lot in the UI that's very crazy helpful. There's a lot of things, missing that they need to add. For example, one of the characters can put a shield on, and it says, oh, the shield can block up to 12 damage. Once you put it on, and you get hit once or twice by an enemy, you don't know how much is on that shield. It would be nice to have a lot of quality of life stuff. Another thing that's annoying UI wise is it's like isometric grid base. If you have a character that kind of goes in front of an enemy, sometimes you cannot see how much health they have left, which is really bad. I don't know why it's like that. Once again, very early access, so they're going to be hopefully fixing a lot of that stuff up. And another thing, maybe when you're a multi-striking an enemy, you only see one number pop up, but sometimes you hit like 4 or 5 damage, but only one number pops up. It's really weird. So it's not terrible right now. I feel like you're gonna get like maybe a couple hours out of this game before you get too bored. Once again, there's 8 characters. You can unlock them. So you unlock them by simply just going through the biomes, and you might draw the card with them there. There's not even a minigame or a fight. You just draw it, and it says, oh, you rescued the Lancer. And that's it, and then you have them. So I would love if this game had some sort of meta progression, but I think it's okay if it doesn't have it, but I would prefer it. So this is one of those games where it's a pick up and play, really quick. You don't have to worry about long-term campaign. It's just go in, play for a bit, you die. Okay, I'll come back later. We'll try again. Once again, you are going to be heavily affected by RNG. You're just going to get totally screwed over some runs, and maybe like, wow, you got some really good rolls and a nice sort of pattern. You got lucky. The roadmap, early access, they say 2 more areas with the main path, more party cards, runes, and equipment, obviously, 4 more heroes to unlock and play, up to a total of 12, more secret content, new alternate paths. Right now it's only in English. They're going to be localizing it later. More voices. They do have some voices for the main guy, who's like basically the wizard kind of DMing the game. And whenever you roll a dice, a 7, he goes 7. It's pretty cool that way. More exploration cards to increase randomness, high difficulty modes once you beat the game. So this game is all over the place. Once you read a lot of the adventure cards for the very first time, you're not going to read them anymore. They basically are just quick, simple choices. Like the first time you go through it, it's like, oh, you walk through this valley and you see like a treasure chest. Do you pick the treasure chest? It's like, who cares? Just click it, and then you pick one of the 2 options, like open it or don't open it. If you open it, maybe it's a snake. If you skip it, it skips. So after a while, especially if you play a lot of runs really fast in a row, you're gonna be like, I don't care about the text of the story, just give me the choices. And I guess that's kind of the same feeling you get with like Slay the Spire and stuff like that, where you see the event and who bothers reading that lore? Yeah, just go for the option. So this is kind of like that feel, but the overall look, it looks great, it sounds great, but once again, a lot of quality of life fixing. And I think like if they intend this to be super heavy RNG, unfair one moment and pretty strategic the next, then cool. But this game needs balance, I think, in my opinion. Otherwise, it's just a little too meh. Either some meta progression or really, really balance it out. Because right now, it doesn't matter if you know too much. Like, roguelike games, in my opinion, really, really heavily rely on characters. Like, the really good ones rely on your own gamer knowledge. For example, the Binding of Isaac, you know what kind of boss is, does what enemy, how they behave, etc. In Slay the Spire, you know the intentions of the third turn of this specific enemy. Here, it's like all over the place. I don't know crap. Everyone just does the same thing, all the enemies. You can click on them at least, so you can see some of the cards that they're going to be doing. But for the most part, it's still limited. So it's a good game. It's a good launch. It just needs a lot more, which they're working on. I love how they have the roadmap. That's cool. But really, it's going to be like you're just totally screwed, or you're going to win. Either way, I would love balance and just miss some meta progression. That's just personally what I would like to see if I were to continue playing this game. So that's it. Dark Quest, the board game. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. It helps a lot. If you haven't sub for daily videos, I'll be leaving you with some gameplay of a couple of fights. If you want to see the full playthrough, I'll be uploading on the VOD channel. And please come by Twitch. There's a link down below. Also Discord. I let you know when I live stream this. So come by. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Choose a hero.
Choose hero. 12 damage. Ta-da. Leave the ruins.
Goblin Cave. Lady, test your info.
Missed the next battle. Can't have that.
10.
Can't have that. Tunnel passage. Continue. Battle. Run for your lives. Nah, I'll fight him. Whoa. What the hell am I looking at? Oh, what the fuck? There's no way, dude. There's no way. My archer's so strong. Eel. Skip. Let them come. Party card. 2 to 3. Fuck you. Ooh. What's your health? I can't see his health. Well, that's so bad the way it's laid out like that. Like, what the hell is this? Oh, what the? Ugh. Puto. Oh, I should use the healing potion first. I don't know how much shield I'm blocking. Healing potion. What the? Ugh. You bitch. What? He countered me. God dang it. It's over. Alright. You got a tank again, my lady. Divine shield up to 18. You got a tank. Oh no.